Good evening, everyone. I'm here to talk about the Hebrew Institute of Riverdale Community Choir. We're located next door, and with our new conductor, Mr. Benjamin Gruder, our former director, special note, Jonathan Disick in the back, and his lovely wife, Susan. This is our spring concert, and it's our 16th year. And we are accompanied by our pianist, Daphne Palka. We have soloist, Sigal Feng. And we have Mayor Beer on Tuff, was it?
And voice.
Toph. And I'm a little percussionist myself, Rachel Graff. I hope you enjoy the program.
תחזקנה ידי כל אחינו המחוננים, עפרות ארצנו באשר הם שם. אתם מליזים ניתנים, בואו שמך לעזרת העם. אתם מליזים ניתנים, בואו שמך לעזרת העם.
You just heard Techazakna and Shir HaPamach. And that's Techazakna was about pioneers and defenders and workers and warriors. And Shir HaPamach was about the troops of the Haganah, the Israeli army. The Israeli fighting force as they went from river to sea to the north to the Negev. Next, we're going to hear.
They don't let me sing here, so I get to do announcements. The Hazimir Choral Society was founded in Łódź, Poland in 1899, an expression of the growing Jewish movements of nationalism and Zionism. Its director, Leo Lowe, not a pseudonym, composed this rousing anthem for the young chorus. Over 100 years ago, this song expressed very modern ideas about the social, psychological, and even physical benefits of singing together in the community that a choral group creates. The lyrics call upon the chorus members to zamir, to sing, rouse people's hearts so they will arise, for their lives will be changed through singing together.
It's Havdalah. The ceremony to mark the end of the Sabbath is one of the most ancient blessings. According to the Talmud, the men of the great synagogue instituted blessings and prayers, sanctifications, and Hadvalah for Israel. The primary symbols of Havdalah are the braided candle, the Kiddush cup containing wine, and the spice box containing sweet-smelling spices. The lighted candle symbolizes the light of Shabbat, and the strands of his braids have been interpreted as the many types of Jews from the four corners of the world. Okay.
You loved it.
I loved it. I really did. I loved it.
The next song, Erev Shoshanim, is so familiar a song that it's frequently referred to as an Israeli folk song, or is credited as simply Israeli traditional folk song, or even in the public domain. Although its lyrics are mainly from the biblical Song of Songs, the original setting of the words was created by Moshe Dov and Joseph Hadal in 1936. Many people know and love the versions popularized in the United States by the Olamim Sabah Israeli folk song group in the 1950s, and in the recordings by Harry Belafonte and Yuri Makeba in the 1960s. The song describes an evening of roses, Erev Shel Shoshanim, when a lover invites his love to go out to the grove fragrant with spice, where night falls slowly, the scent of roses wafts on the evening breeze, and the couple sing their secret song of love.
Very, very good.
How beautiful.
Very good.
I just want you to listen to that. Next door. Just give me 1 second and I'll
Very good.
Okay. Tumbalalaika.
Oh,
Balalaika.
I love it.
Okay, that's it. It is so familiar a song that it is frequently referred to as an Israeli folk song, or it is credited as simply Israeli, traditional, folk song, or even in the public, whoops, wrong one. I wish I could blame it on dyslexia. Tumbalalaika is a Russian Jewish folk song and love song written in Yiddish. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Tum, the first syllable of the title, is the Yiddish word for noise. And balalaika is the word for the stringed, triangular-bodied musical instrument of Russian origin. It is a famous riddle song in which, now here's a bit of role reversal, Instead of the young man having to answer the riddle set before him in order to win the hand of the beautiful damsel, the boy asked the girl to answer his riddles. What can grow without rain? What can burn and never stop? What can weep and never shed a tear? Without missing a beat, she answers, a stone can grow without rain. Love can burn and never end. A heart can yearn and cry without tears. So audience, what do you think? Does she deserve him? Does he deserve her? Tumbalalaika.
Oh, good, good, good. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
She's not all bad. Unfortunately.
Very good. Very good.
Sehr shy.
You're the best.
The vinyl record of the festival has the original recording of the performance of Tzemet Darom, the Southern duo, with an arrangement by the late famous Israeli conductor Hircc Graziani. The words are from Isaiah. Sisu at Yerushalayim, rejoice with Jerusalem and be glad with her, all ye who love her. The verse beginning Al Chomotaich translates as, I have set a watchman upon thy walls. O city of David, day and night they will not falter. Se'i saviv einayich begins the verse that commands us to lift up our eyes and look about all as come to the city.
Oh, good. That was good. Very good.
By the way, you can sing along with this one.
Okay.
Especially if you know the lyrics, but even if you don't.
Okay. Does this one and everybody, but anybody.
Sisu et Yerushalayim Kiluba, Kiluba Kol Amecha Kol Amecha. Sisu et Yerushalayim Kiluba, Kiluba Kol Amecha Kol Amecha. Sisu et Yerushalayim Kiluba, Kiluba Kol Amecha Kol Amecha. Sisu et Yerushalayim Kiluba, Kiluba Kol
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Our next work, Tefillah.
Oh, let me,
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Yes, indeed. Al Kol Ele. Naomi Shemel, native of Kibbutz Kinneret, probably the best-known songwriter of the last 50 years, composed her beloved 1980 song, Al Kol Ele, about all these, for her sister Ruthie, who had lost her husband. Later, the song was appropriated by people evacuated from Yamit in Sinai because of the line imploring, "Do not uproot what has been planted. Al na ta'akol natua." And the song took on a more political tone. Some of its moving words are from its chorus. Over all these, God, please watch over them for me. Over the honey, al-hadvash, and the singer, the hakokes on the thorn, over the bitter and the sweet.
Oh yeah, okay. This choral work, written by David Berger, was commissioned by the preeminent Zamir Chorale of New York and its director Matthew Lazar, and premiered in Carnegie Hall in 1975. That's right, Carnegie Hall, after much practice, practice, practice. The tefillah of the title is the prayer for the state of Israel, asking, among other things, for protections, and that the divine send its light to Israel's head of state, its ministers and counselors, and grant peace to the land and happiness to all her inhabitants. The music ends on a long breath of Amen.
כל הכבוד.
Okay.
Do they go around to a lot of places?
The writer of this song, Hircc Kaczorzyński, was a poem and a partisan from Vilna during the Holocaust and struggled with the memory of many lost relatives and friends. Shortly after the end of the war, he composed the lyrics to Soll schon kommen die Geula, to a melody by Rabbi Abraham Isaac Cook. The lyrics to the last stanza express some of the key ideas of the song. Trees dancing in the forest, stars dancing in the sky. Rabbi Yisrael, the celebrant, the Messiah, will surely waken from his deep slumber when he hears our prayerful song, "Let the Messiah, our redemption, come soon."
Oh, mine.
Very good, very good.
That's already great.
Gesäulet eufen Herzen macht men alle Chaim. Oi, der Hummet lasst mich truhen, es winken mir all Lied. Ich mit auch ein bisschen rampfen, lobe trinken Wein. Mein Chaim ist doch ein, was darf noch der Jid. Soll kommen die Gehule, soll kommen die Gehule. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald.
Eure Beine schell.
Sie seid auf und Kule Chayev, seid mir Kinai Ronim. Und verkündigen Mashiach, jeder kommen wird. Ach, du Gatele im Himmel, Satan, der Achronim. Der Mashiach soll nicht kommen, aber es wird zu spät. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald. Es tanzen Bäume in die Felder, Sterne auf den Himmel. Der Besucher, der mir guten Weg in der Weg. Es wird sich heute wecken, Mashiach und feindlich im Himmel. Wenn rettet und Gott willen nicht. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald. Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Sonnenschein, kommen die Gehule, Mashiach kommt schon bald.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Call a couple. Thank you. That was so nice. Was that good?
Does that all the time when we
I love it.
going on here.
Okay, so as customary to
I love you.
end our concerts, we sing Hatikva. Those who can and wish to stand,
Yes.
we invite you to do so.
I love you.
You too. It's the next best thing. It's even better than standing. Thank you very much, everybody. We don't have an encore, sorry.
You've been a wonderful audience.
You have been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So now I'm to Riverdale. Well done,
Keep my